Good day, everyone, at whatever time you are. My own name is Ayobami Adewoye, and in today's podcast, we'll be talking about a major topic that has been affecting a lot of network marketers in building their business. A lot of network marketers today are being still at one status or the other for years and months. And after sitting down, I realized it is one of the major things that is affecting network marketers, and which is prospecting. So today we'll be talking about prospecting. So sit down, make sure you bring out your notes and jot it down, as we'll be delving into some important points. So let's start from this. What is prospecting in network marketing, or why is prospecting in network marketing really important? Prospecting, in simple terms, is identifying and connecting with team members in network marketing. And prospecting is lifeline of network marketing. Now let's look at it in this way. Prospecting is very important to network marketing, as customers is important to every business. Tell me, how many business do you know that can stand today without customers? Mention. I doubt if you can. There is no business that can stand today without customers. Now customers can be likened to prospecting in network marketing. And today I'll be explaining different ways at which you can speak to prospects, or at which you can get prospects. Because if you don't have prospects, you are just sitting on the bicycle. Basically, we have two types of prospects. We have the primary prospects and the secondary prospects. And even when you come to marketing, we have leads, which can also be likened to prospecting. We have the cold lead and warm lead. Your primary prospect or your cold lead are people you know. They are your family members, your friends, your colleagues, someone or people who at one point or the other you've interacted before. Those are your primary lead or your primary prospects. And the secondary prospects are people you don't know before. They are total strangers, people you've not had interaction before or you've not come in contact before. Those are your secondary prospects. And I always tell people, when starting off network marketing, yes, it's fine for you to start with primary prospects. You can easily call your friend, your colleagues at work or in school to join your network, because I always tell people, you can't exhaust the list of your friends or your colleagues. Some people will tell you, I'm an introvert. Yes, that's fine, you don't talk to people, but you meet a lot of people every day. Look at your department today. How many people is in your department? Yes, you are a church goer. How many people is in your fellowship? Even your church, your campus fellowship, and so on. There are a lot of potential customers. Let me use the word customers, permit me. Or there are a lot of potential prospects there, but a lot of us are not tapping into that. You need to understand that network marketing is a game of number. Either you believe it or you leave it. Network marketing is a game of number, and the more people, the more success. Mind you, I said the more people, the more success, not just calling people in. No, because I said the more people, the more success. What you need in network marketing are total quality people, TQP. Because if it's just people, my brother and my sister, you can go to Sabo Market and just gather people if it's just about people. But what you need is total quality people. And there's a mindset I always love to tell people about prospecting is this. You have to see prospecting in this angle, like you want to help them. You have to see prospecting as if you want to bring out people from poverty. You want to help the government to solve part of the issues of unemployment. That's how you have to see prospecting, as if you're helping people genuinely. That's why I always tell people, even after calling people in, can you still sit down with them and put them through the system until they get it right? It's not just about calling, it's about still helping them as well. But today's podcast is mainly focused on how to call them in. So we still have another podcast or another session whereby we'll talk on how you can go about your recruiting process until they become successful, how you can build them. Now, you have to see prospecting as helping people. Even most times when I go out without the mindset of prospecting, and when I see someone maybe in time of need, I can pitch my business opportunity to them. You don't have to dress every time like I'm going out for prospecting. Even when you are in church and you see someone praying, don't worry, don't less, and doing everything like that, you can tap, my brother, my sister, your answered prayer is here. There's a business opportunity I would like introduce to you. You understand now? So even when I'm in the shopping mall and I see someone lamenting I can just, and okay, let me just use this as an example. I have someone today in my business, in my network. How did I meet the guy? The guy works in a showroom in Akure here. He works in a showroom. And first thing that got me attracted to him is we bear the same surname. I don't know. We bear the same surname. But it was the way this guy approached me. From that little connection, I got interested in this guy. And over time, we talk. I didn't pitch the business to him. I was just trying to be his friend. I was just trying to build a connection between us. And at times because of him, I always go to that same showroom instead of me changing showroom every time. But because I really want this guy to see me, I always go to that showroom. And after a while, even after getting some stuff, I can, take 5K, take 2K. I'm not saying you should spoil your prospects. But after a while, I ask, how much are they paying you? We are young guys in our prime age. We have a lot of goals. We have a lot of dreams. Do you think what you are doing here can really help you achieve what you want? The guy was like, yeah, he has even been looking for opportunities. Lo and behold, the guy resigned from that place of work and is in a business today. Are you getting something now? And there is another thing I always try as much as possible to do is tap into people's why. Tap into people's problem. Yes, you don't have to run away from problems. Challenges are the food of champions. And that's what separates the wealthy man from the poor man. When a wealthy man sees problem, he sees opportunity. And when a poor man sees problem, they look for a way to run out of it, just to escape. Now, when I see someone, maybe you are kind of struggling, you want to achieve some things or the other, and I know there is no way for you to get it, don't let us deceive ourselves here. Then I'm going to pitch my business opportunities to them. That's like trying to delve into their why. And it is from their problem. Because today I'm a graduate and I understand something, I don't know, I understand, that's my own personal belief system, that in Nigeria, if you are not connected, you are disconnected. One of the major challenge that hinder people from prospecting today is fear of rejection. What if I talk to them and they show me that's the last thing they can do? They can't beat you. And there's something I always tell people: the more they know, the closer you are to getting your yes. And no means next opportunity. Okay, let's look at it with this scenario. Let's take, for instance, you go to the park and you are traveling, currently this is the festive period. Look at all these agberos, the conductors. How many people do you think they are going to call before that 18-seater bus gets filled up? Even when you are not going their way and they stop you or they tap you, at times you can rain curses on them, you can blast them, but don't you think or don't you know that blasting or whatever you do to them does not stop them from pitching to the next person? Are you going to Oshodi? Are you going to Lagos? Are you going to Ilesha? And so on. That should not stop you. And that fear of rejection, you have to tackle it, because the more people you talk to, the more number of years you are possible or that is possible for you to get. So you just have to keep talking to people anywhere. Okay, there are some different methods or devices that I derive or that I formulate while starting off my business. The first thing I did then was street prospecting. And with my street prospecting, I printed flyers. And I made sure this flyer is very okay. Now, anytime I see anyone, I stop them. And I don't stop them just stop. We need to understand the situation of the country. If a stranger just stop you or tap you, before you know it, it might be gbasgbos. So you have to do it in the right way. When a prospect is approaching you, you wear a smiling face. Even while smiling and there is an eye contact and the person is seeing you, the person will be like, do I know him from anywhere? Are you getting something now? That's the first step. That eye contact and wearing a smiling face. And after stopping the person, oh, good afternoon, brother. Can I take just 5 minutes out of your time? I know you might have a busy schedule. and so on. But I promise not to take what? Most of your time. My own name is Ayobami Adewoye from New Life International, or whatever the name of your business or your network. I'm Ayobami Adewoye of Faith Ray Global Team. Now, you are in a mission. You mention your mission statement, maybe to help the youth or to empower or give people the power over health and wealth. Or another thing that I always tell people is always make sure while prospecting you ask questions, just to make it more interesting. Oh, let's take for instance, someone say I'm a student, an undergraduate of Federal University of Technology Akure, studying electrical electronics. I say, wow, you must be so brilliant, because that was my dream course until they gave me marine science. You know, the person will be like, and even you can crack joke, Iggy way. You know, when I was seeking for admission, anytime I go for tutorials and people ask me what course, I'll say electrical electronics. Iggy Ogba. I didn't understand until I saw my score in positive TMB. Let's leave that one for another day. You understand now? You know, I'll crack jokes like that. And the guy might be like, maybe I'm currently in 300 level. I will say, wow. Myself as well, I heard about the business when I was in 300 level. But fortunately enough, I graduated 2019. So eventually I've not even entered university when I graduated. You know, I'm trying to post in a sense that at least I've gone ahead a bit when it comes to the education level as well. And with that, they will know that you understand them a bit. Or let's take for instance the prospect is a worker, maybe a salary earner, a government worker, I don't know, maybe. And the person say, and I say, may I meet you? And he said, I'm blah blah blah. And today I do a lot of things. I'm a coaching clinical. I'm a that. He said, wow, so you make a lot of money. And if it's someone that doesn't make money, leave that one. With all of this, I don't make 20,000. You know, there are some take home today that can't take them home. There are some work today a lot of people embark on just for them not to sit down at home, because they understand the Bible says the idle hand is what? Is the devil workshop. And because they don't want to become the devil workshop, they just keep going, just what? Not to be bored and just catch out some and jade. You understand that aspect now? You can do, you know, I've mentioned that you can print flyers. Now, even going around the street to give people flyers, you have to be strategic. You know, you have to know that this route I'm going to prospect, what time do people come out most? You need to understand. Don't just walking around, let me say, unambitiously. You understand? You have to be strategic. Maybe I know this church, they have a large gathering of people and they have their weekly service. People go there every week on Wednesday, and I know 5 p.m. they are going to close. I will go and position myself. You understand now? Thereby I can meet with what? A lot of people. Another thing you can do is go to restaurants, go to a lot of places, drop your flyer on their front desk. They can't beat you. Talk to them politely. Go to banks, drop your flyers on their front desk. Speak with your church leaders. Add one of your flyer to each offering envelope. Nobody will beat you. You understand something now? And even when going out to prospect, make sure you dress well. So the way you dress, the way you are dressed, even when you don't have a lot of clothes, package it, iron it, starch it. Smart move. You understand now? Just wear a little perfume, so that when you are talking to prospect, they don't. I don't say that one. Ara you so well. Are you getting something now? So you dress smart. Even when you enter a cab, drop your flyer on the seat. That's how I do. At times, intentionally, I'll drop some flyers on the floor. Who knows? Someone might pick it up. Are you getting something now? Another thing you can do is print flyers, banners. You can print some banners, not too big. You place them at strategic positions in your city. When people see it and you have an engaging content on it, they will want to call you or hear more about the business. We have a lot of tricycles, a lot of cab, and so on. Speak with them. They will allow you to paste your business sticker at the back of their tricycle or whatever they use, or the van, and you give them what? Chicken change. Are you getting something now? You have to be strategic. You have to sit down yourself. You understand the number of downlines you need in 2025. You have to sit down. How do I want to get them? What are the methods I need to put in place to get them? So you need to understand. So aside from the banners, you can speak with some signage agencies as well. There are some you can even do on the road, at the center of the road, those stuff. You put them there, they will collect the money, but it's worth it. You can collaborate with one or two people and do it together. Are you getting something now? So prospecting should come from this mindset of, I want to help people. Now, another thing you can do as well is create a small landing page. Create a small landing page for yourself. There you talk or you use more of your story. Today, when I get some prospect and maybe we have time to sit down, I don't really need to tell them more about the business at the beginning. I will start from what? My story. When sharing my story and the results, before you can say no, it's going to go far. You understand that aspect? Oh my checking it, oh my love. After designing that landing page, you put your story. You start from the point of story. You can interview 2 or 3 people in your office, and you put it on YouTube, and you inscribe or insert those videos on that landing page. People easily relate to stories. Let's take for instance, they know that guy, or maybe he was mentioning in his story that I am from Igbajo, or I was a student of mathematics, Futa. No. Oh, yes, I know this boy. They can easily relate, and from there you can gain their attention. Now, after building that landing page, you have maybe a form, or you direct them to a WhatsApp business. Personally, I always encourage people or tell people, have a separate WhatsApp for prospecting. Now, and that WhatsApp has to be WhatsApp business, whereby you can do a lot of things with WhatsApp business, whereby you can create label. I have label: coming to office, not coming, interested, not interested. That's a place of filtering. Now, after building that landing page and I get a nice domain for it, then it's time for me to run ad. Now, let's take for instance, my business is in Nakure, or my own office is in Bypass. That's where my business own office is currently. Now, I will now pick Bypass when running ad, maybe on Facebook or any platform. I will now pick maybe 5 kilometer or 2 kilometer radius. The people around Bypass, it means I'm doing local targeting. Because it's insane for you to run ad and run ad for people in Abuja, whereby you have office in Akure, and you start disturbing people. Hello, I have don't do that. Work on your locality first. So when you target them a lot and you put good money, not running ad with 100 naira and expecting 100 prospects. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. You use money to make money. Now, a lot of people will start coming. Then you will now give all of them maybe a day. That's where guest training now comes in place. That's where you can now invite other people, leaders that have results. Come and help me speak to my guests. And from there, some of them will what? Mind you, not all of them will join. Some will join. After a while, some will later join. And after some time, some will accuse you that, you did not explain this that day that you are going to get this. I explain, now you know here. Because a lot of people are absent-minded even when listening to your business presentation. Another thing you need to do is leverage your communities. What do I mean by communities? They are like groups you are, maybe church, whatever communities you are. You can just speak to the leaders in charge and tell them maybe they can give you 10-15 minutes to talk to the youths that you have a business or you have an opportunity they can engage in as well. You understand now? So just talk to those community leaders to give you the platform, and you fast make it snappy, pitch your business. You don't have to waste much time on pitching. Another thing before I forget is, anytime you are talking to a prospect, Always make sure you are jotting something down immediately they are telling you. Now, when I talking to a prospect and you tell me your name, I will write your name down. Now, aside from writing your name, whatever you do, I will write it down so that when next I'm going to engage with you, I will remember this is the so person I'm engaging with. Then I will now ask you, please, what is the best time I can call you? Oh, I'll always be free by 3 p.m., 4 p.m. I'll make sure I set my alarm. Immediately it is 4 p.m., I'll call him. Then the next thing I'll do is I'll ask for his phone number. But when asking for his phone number, don't bring out a book and pen to write. Get that? If you bring out a book and pen, they can easily give you wrong number. But when you bring out your phone, they will have this mindset. Will he call me? Will he want to flash my number? So even if he's going to give you a wrong number, you've reduced or limit the chance. So immediately you collect the number, you tell them, I'll flash you now. So that you too can save my contacts. So you are getting it now. So you do that. Then when it's the 3 p.m. or whatever time they give you, try as much as possible to call them. Then you now use those lines or those information you've gotten about them to proceed. You understand now? So that's that about that. And before I go today, let me just tell you the don'ts of prospecting. Don't be pushy. And don't be in a hurry. Don't be in haste. It will be as if you need them, but they need you. So when prospecting, you don't chase, you attract. You don't chase, you attract. So that's just it. And lastly, when reaching out to new prospects, you don't bring out your hand at the first time to shake them. They might slap you. But after discussing or after having that conversation, you cannot tell them, "Am I Bami Adewoyi?" And you can now draw your hand for what? For handshake. So that's where we are going to end today on the episode of prospecting in network marketing. Till some other time, I remain Ayobami Adewoyi. God bless you. Make sure you make 2025 that year you've been anticipating.